Hello, welcome to Centurion's Corner, and today we are reviewing from Jada Toys and the new Street Fighter line. We have Reveiw. Now, I've been hunting high and low for this guy. Some people seem to have him, some people don't. Some people say September or July for a release, but I managed to pick this one up on Amazon, and I just couldn't wait. I really wanted to get into this line, and I probably will pick up every single figure as well. I am a massive Street Fighter fan from hanging out in the chippy and until it come out on the Super Nintendo with Street Fighter, and since then I loved all the like reincarnations of Street Fighter, but mainly Marvel vs Capcom 2. So now we can recreate that in plastic form on the shelf, so I will be doing some comparisons with some Marvel Legends as well. But yeah, the box looks fantastic. It's done in the replication of an old arcade cabinet. We've got the sort of HP up here, couple bits of scoring, got the 2-player joysticks down there with the old sprite of Reveiw. On this side we've got the side of the cabinet plus a little bio down here of where he's from, and on this side it's just a little bit more of the arcade. On the back it's literally like the player select screen. At the moment we've got Chun-Li that's available, we've got Fearlong. Chun-Li was a little bit delayed here, and also we have confirmed of Ken, Guile and Cammy, and then Evil Reveiw come out on San Diego Comic Con as well, so maybe I might be able to pick up one of those. But I tried to even before getting this guy, but they wouldn't ship to the UK unfortunately. So anyway, I guess without further ado, let's crack this bad boy open. So here he is in his blister pack. When you're pulling him out, you've got to pull from the bottom because it can't come out the top, because it is quite a wide base on here. But it actually comes with the stage as well, so it's a pretty cool little backdrop if you wanted to play with that, as you do, and you could actually display him with that. But it comes with tons of accessories, got the fireball, extra head, hands, plus the stand as well. So we'll just get him out for our first impressions before going away for a review. And it actually feels really solid, feels really cool actually, it just feels like a really good figure. But the detail in there is pretty nice as well. So we're going to go away, put him through his poses, see what this guy is capable of, and we'll see you in a moment. Away, we're taking this guy's pictures. What can I say about this guy right from the outset? Well, Jada, you have done a fantastic job here, and it makes me really anticipated for the rest of the wave as well. I want to see what's going to be coming out, and I feel like there's a few little nitpicks here that I would like to see improve as the wave goes on. However, yeah, it's still a fantastic figure. I might be a little bit biased here, you know, me liking Street Fighter and stuff, but yeah, really good. So first of all, he comes with quite a few accessories here, and first of all they are his little extra hands. So he comes with one of each. So this is his Hadouken hand. He comes with 2 sets of this one, and we've got a punching hand as well, which he obviously comes with 2 sets as well. They're all on the hinge as well, as you can see here, and they just only go inwards and outwards as well. They don't go up or down, but you know, I'm okay with that. We don't really need to do this way. They need to go up, especially for doing his sort of like punches and Hadoukens and stuff. Really nice details on there. You can see like the fingertips and the nails and stuff as around on there, and you got all that kind of extra texture there on his sort of guards for his hands. So yeah, pretty cool. His other accessory, what he comes with, is the Hadouken, which is on a stand. So the stand itself made of acrylic plastic, all the way see-through as well. And yeah, it's really kind of rigid. I would say sometimes these pins feel a little bit loose at times, but as long as you get it sort of standing straight up, it's okay. But at least you can angle it if you want to do so, and pop the fireball on there. So if you want it going downwards or straight or going up, you can do that. So yeah, it's a really nice little stand to come with. And then we have got the fireball as well, and yeah, it's fantastic. See-through sort of plastic. It's kind of made of a vinyl. It's a bit soft around on these sort of jagged areas, but inside you can see the hands as well, which is really cool. It took me a while. I think it was quite well, obviously back in the 90s, that I didn't realize that he had his hands as he'd done the fireball. But yeah, they sculpted them in there and they look fantastic. It looks really cool, so I'm glad they put that extra kind of detail in there as well. And his other accessory he comes with is his face. And yeah, so we've got this kind of mean kind of sort of like gritted sort of like teeth one, and then we got this one which is a more of a neutral kind of static. And with these are easily removable, so you can easily pop them off the head and then pop them on the neck, and it doesn't feel like it's supposed to do that. It doesn't feel like it's going to snap, doesn't feel too weak, and it doesn't feel too hard that you're going to sort of like need all the strength you need like a Marvel Legends. You can just literally pop it off, no sort of like effort needed, and pop it straight back on. Absolutely love it. And even for the hands as well, they're exactly the same. So yeah, really cool. And his other accessory, if you want to call it accessory, I mean, Reveiw always uses his robe, but it is removable as well. So with this, it's made of a really soft vinyl plastic. Never had anything like this at all. I think Hasbro need to take a lesson from these guys, that's for sure. So yeah, we've got the belt here, and that pops out underneath, and then we've got his sticky outy belly button just sticking there. And yeah, so this is made really soft, like almost sort of feels like it, I don't know if it would feel like it might deteriorate over time, but it's really soft and really nice at the moment. And then this just pops off as well over that belly button. It's just a little stopper on the inside, it's not really his belly button. And yeah, so you can actually take off his robe if you want to do so, and we will do that just now. And yeah, just checking out the actual sort of vinyl piece. It's so soft, it's incredible. You can scratch it right up and it just pops right back into the mold. And yeah, feels absolutely great. So I just pop that back onto the actual figure himself, just like so. Really simple, nice and easy. And then we'll just grab the belt back over that little stud, like so, and then wrap this around. Yeah, I just can't believe how sort of soft it is. I know I just keep going on about it, but yeah, it just feels, never had anything like this sort of for a toy or plastic as clothing as that. It is really cool. Anyway, so go with that, I feel like it's probably a pass for me for his accessories there. They could have come with a few extra swoosh effects and stuff like that, but we got the fireball. That's kind of all Reveiw uses. So yeah, I'm kind of happy with that. Maybe like a flight stand that we could actually put Reveiw into like an uppercut sort of like thing. So but for me, yeah, it's still a pass on there. We have got flight stands and stuff. That's just me being a little bit finicky. So yeah, going into that, we can actually go into this guy's articulation, and wowee for this as well. Head turns left, right. He can look down this far and he can look up this far as well. We've got that lower neck movement and upper neck movement, and we've got that bit of swagger in there as well. Arm rotation all the way around, comes up as well, up to this far. We've got a nice butterfly joint in there as well. Rotation at the upper bicep there. We've got a double elbow joint as well up this pipe, and there's no pins. Rotation at the wrist, and then it's also on the hinge as well. Left and right at the sort of like diaphragm there, although it is a little bit hindered by this material here, because when you start twisting it, so it will start turning the waist around as well. And then at the waist as well, we have actually got a ball joint as well, so you've got loads of movement and rotation movements around in there. So yeah, if it didn't have this sort of gi over the top, you can easily get quite a lot of more articulation out of him. And you can go right back this far, and you can go back this way as well. Leg wise, come up this way, forward, back, upper thigh rotation there. We've got a double knee as well that comes right around, and then we've got the rocket and the pivot at the ankle, which is nice. And also this bit as well, the actual rotation of the leg on that joint as well. So down in there is a rotation as well. So yeah, really good articulation for these figures. Pinless as well. Yeah, fantastic. The only little nitpick I would say about this, that if you want to get him into a Hadouken pose, his arms just don't come across far enough. So you have to really get that kind of like movement in there, bring that arm right over, just to get it over right there, but it still doesn't come over far enough to even get those Hadoukens. It sort of just needs a little bit out of place, and it will be okay. Just a very small minor adjustment on those butterflies for sure. But for me, yeah, articulation is 100% pass for me, that is for sure. And then last but no means least is the sculpt of the figure. And the only little nitpick I would say about the actual figure itself is the detailing on the face. I feel like they was going to go for like more comic kind of version, which I think it is the right way to go, but there's just not enough definition or kind of wrinkles there in the face. It just looks a little bit too bland for me. I do prefer this head just because it has that extra kind of wrinkles and eye mark and stuff. But I feel like this one just lets the figure down a little bit, and I feel like this is where they need to improve. Maybe because it's their first kind of sculpt out there, they might go away and come back again. It does look like Reveiw. I haven't got a massive major problem with it, but I just feel like it, compared to like a Marvel Legends civilian face, yeah, it just needs that little bit of extra sculpting in there for sure. But the actual hair as well looks really nice. It's kind of like you've got some extra little colours in there. This is all made of like that rubbery colour feeling as well, so it all flicks up. It's not hard at all. And around on the back we've got his bandana as well, and nice and red. And then the actual sculpt of the actual body and everything as well looks really nice. Got all the veins popping through, and we've got on the hands. I do feel like these bits here need to be red. So I might get the paintbrush out just because it just breaks it up too much, and that's one of my other little nitpicks as well, is that these bits here need to be painted red as well as they're going down. Just need to prolong it over the pin just so it doesn't break up the actual glove itself. The sculpt of the actual gi looks great. We've got the texture all the way through it as well, and you've got the stripes and the crinkles on here, even though colour bleed on that gold writing on the side there. And even on the legs as well, we've got all that extra kind of gi kind of fabric texture. And then down to his toes, even got like a little dry brushing on there. So there's a little bit of different colours there in the sort of toe kind of knuckles as well. So yeah, really, really, really nice. Really good figure. So for the sculpts as well, yeah, the face is a little bit down, but it's me being a little bit nitpicky. It's not that bad, to be honest. So yeah, again, a pass. And a little bit on the bias side, I would give this figure a gold, just purely for the fact that it's got great articulation. It's Reveiw in 6-inch form on the shelf. Fantastic nostalgia as well. And so he's got all that kind of like rapport behind him. And I think it's just a well done figure, in my opinion. So yeah, it is a gold. So with that, we can actually bring in some sort of like size comparisons here. I've actually got my old NECA Reveiw. Unfortunately, he's missing an arm. The butterfly joints just always kept falling out here. It was the only Reveiw figure I could get years and years ago, but the size of it was just massive. It's definitely not my type of Reveiw. And comparing it to this guy is 10 times millions so much better compared to this thing. So yeah, off you go, mate. But we have got a Reveiw that we reviewed earlier in the year, which is the Lightning Collection Reveiw. So as you can see in the size comparisons there, he is the 6-inch range. And we can actually bring in Spider-Man as well, if you wanted to start doing your Marvel Legends kind of thing on there. So Reveiw is probably a little bit too smaller. I would say that Reveiw is about the same size as Peter Parker, because I know he's not over 6 foot. I think it's about 5'10", I feel, on that one. And then we got Wolverine as well, if you wanted to do Street Fighter versus X-Men. Again, Wolverine just comes underneath just the size of Reveiw there, which is accurate as well. So yeah, brilliant. Well done, Jada. I will give you a round of applause. So thank you so much for joining this one. What do you think of these figures? Are you going to go out there and buy them? Are you intrigued? It definitely makes me want to go out there and look at the Marvel, the Monsters Universe Jada toys as well for Halloween. So I may be looking into getting some of those as well. Let me know in the comments down below what you feel about this guy, and don't forget you can subscribe, ding the bell, follow me on Instagram, and if wherever you are from, you can join the channel for 99p or 99 cents. And until next time, take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye.